Welcome to the Financial Confidence Podcast, where we help you build clarity, control, and confidence through every stage of your financial life. I'm your host, Mike Schuster, and in each episode, we'll explore real strategies, expert insights, and practical guidance to help you make informed decisions and move forward. Welcome back to the Financial Confidence Podcast. I'm Mike Schuster. I'm your host. And today we are going to talk about the 4 common mistakes early years in retirement that we see in the industry. Today I chose to have no guests just so we can kind of talk through these 4 quick issues. And again, contact our office if you have any questions about any of this, because realistically, whether you're 5 minutes into retirement or 5 years away from it, you need to start planning now. People don't plan to fail, but they often fail to plan. As a certified financial planning professional, our job is to help you come up with a plan that fits you. Everything that you do is a personal decision, and it fits your plan, and one size does not fit all. So let's go right to the first mistake, number 1, and that's claiming Social Security too early. Now, too often than not, we hear too many people talk about, hey, I'm leaving money on the table. I need to take my Social Security right now. Well, often people do not consider other resources. For example, are they married? If they are married, then they should be looking at their spouse's Social Security alongside their Social Security. Number 2, do they have other resources that are out there? And number 3, longevity of the individual. Those are just 3 simple things you need to consider every time on claiming Social Security. Mistake number 2 I want to talk about today has to do with overspending in the early years. Now, this is where you really need to have a plan. We don't want people to fear spending their money. And in fact, we'd rather you plan to spend money, but plan it out in stages. For example, we often talk to our clients about the go-go years, the slow-go years, and the no-go years. And typically people spend money in those stages. The go-go years are the years when you first retire, you're feeling great, and you go travel. The slow-go years are the years where you're starting to slow down a little bit more. Maybe you're having some more doctor's appointments and such. And of course, the no-go years is you just don't feel like traveling anymore. And planning budgeting your money out for that is a much better way of doing things than just coming up with a linear or straight line across the board budget. Number 3 is ignoring sequence of return risk. Now, that's a big thing to talk about. So I want to walk through an example. So just imagine if you had $100,000 saved for retirement and you plan just to take out $4,000 a year. Now, 2 things could happen, one really good and one really bad. In example A of the really good sequence of returns, your investments go up 20%, and now you have $116,000, which is, of course, the $4,000 taken off the $120,000. Year number 2, you go up another 10%. So then all of a sudden, your 4% can go higher. What about the reverse scenario? The reverse scenario is in year 1, if your money drops 20% right away, then you have $76,000. And in year number 2, if you have another bad year, you're in trouble. This is why diversification matters, and you have to have a plan. And asset allocation can help you, give you the confidence to not worry about sequence of returns. Bonds are not always a bad thing. Bonds keep you rich. And we can help explain what bonds do and how they can help avoid sequence of return risk. The 4th thing is poor tax and withdrawal planning. And it keeps financial advisors and tax preparers up, mainly because it is so avoidable. So there's windows of opportunity that you got to look at in the first few years of retirement. For example, whether you want to do Roth conversions, whether you want you need to take money from your IRA early on because you have such huge balances in your IRA account, so you can avoid what's called huge required minimum distributions in the future. Also, there's also windows about at age 70 and a half, you can still do qualified charitable donations. We see this all the time where people are making donations not from their IRA after they turn 70 and a half, and they're making it directly from their checking account. We help our clients all the time avoid that problem. All of these mistakes share something in common, and they happen in the early years of retirement. It's so important for people to engage with a financial planner, or really somebody that's a fiduciary working on your behalf, and make sure that you are being helped by a fiduciary. Fiduciaries matter. And in this case, the early years of retirement are irreversible. So it's important that you do have a plan heading into retirement. Today, that's a wrap for our session. As always, if you have any questions, give us a call here at our office. And thank you for watching today.
Discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC. Fixed insurance is offered through various independent insurance companies. Cambridge does not offer tax or legal advice.